Hey, good evening, everyone. Monday night, and tonight we're going to do what we do on Mondays, and we're going to review season 4, episode 3 of The Shy, and the three amigos are together again, and this shall be interesting. Um, what's up, everyone?
Hey,
Dwayne, what's going on?
Saving my energy. Hello. We got a lot to
I
discuss.
mean, talk to me, somebody. Like, let me know.
hated it.
I heard the first couple minutes of this show was interesting before I even watched it, and then when I watched it last night, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm gonna tell you guys, in my opinion, it's just strange. It was a strange show. I don't know where they're going. I'm trying to understand the writers. The writers completely suck. Like they're terrible. They're doing a
The,
bad job,
the creators
in
are
my
struggling.
opinion. So that's my overall, and it's like I'm sputtering. I'm sputtering to get to the next 7 episodes. I mean, it's just rough. Marcia, let us know what you liked about it. Tell us,
Please.
because we're trying to understand the
Please let us
theme and
know.
where they're going, Marcia. Because compared to the first 2 seasons, season 3 was terrible, and season 4 is not starting out good. So, guys, what's up? Talk to me.
I give it a 1.5 out of 10. Um,
Already, you doing your rating this early in the show?
yeah, I find it to be fairy tale. I think this is some fairy tale angel dust bullcrap. Okay? So now we got these people, they defunding the police, and now Trey and Tracy gonna save Chicago. They just gonna go around the city like they freaking Batman and Robin, and they just gonna be rolling up. Trey gonna use street dudes that used to be with Reg to be his muscle when he going up in people's houses
And
to
I
stop
thought that guy
the
got killed with Reg.
I thought he did too. See, I thought
Oh.
I was crazy. I thought he did too. But now
No, he was one of the last of the Mohegans.
they
Mm-hmm.
gonna be Daredevil and go all around Chicago at the dark of the night saving people.
Nicole, let us know why you feel this was trash. Nicole, we want everybody to input, everybody to be involved in in it. Dwayne, so you're trying to feel like it's more of a fairy tale, like it's
Fairy
not
tale.
true.
It's fairy tale. It's fairy tale. Like all of a
Well,
sudden now, Emmett and Tiff just gonna say, okay, let's have an open relationship. You go out there and do what you do. I go out and do what I do. And maybe it's the man in me. So let me just preference it by saying that. But I think Tiff went real, real low. You know, he get better head than you. Uh, I don't know if he pulled out because we was both coming. Like,
Yeah, multiple
uh,
times, a lot of times.
I mean, that might be believable, but
I understand, but damn,
but the Tiff and Emmett story is not believable.
no.
Um, because Emmett, thank you, baby. Emmett wouldn't have told Tiff. That's just that's just not who he is. He may have said, I did something. He wouldn't have, especially in the middle of what they had going on. No. And then for Tiff to forgive Lala's character, I guess, and they were becoming friends, that doesn't seem realistic to me. Um I didn't like the Tracy and the Duda and what's Candy's name? I didn't like any of that
Hey, Rose,
because
She said, "Carry on. I want to watch."
okay.
yeah, I just don't think that I don't know. I don't see Tracy as continuing with that. I don't see Duda as bringing the girl there and his wife's gonna come. Like that's just not believable. The Trig, what's the friend from jail?
Jason Weaver.
Jason Weaver's role.
Now the jail knows all the scoop. So how he don't know
That is a
that
transformer.
ex girlfriend is a transgender?
Transformer.
Yeah,
Let me ask
that
y'all
just. I mean, I
I
don't know.
just, I'm gonna be
along that
honest with
line.
y'all. Go ahead,
Keisha,
Dwayne.
along that line, right? So the other dude brings the girl he's sex trafficking in there to get her hair done. He's not leaving her. He's not gonna leave the salon. He gonna leave her in there. She can run. She can get away.
Do you feel like they just trying to throw everything against the wall and see what'll stick?
Yes.
That's like, I feel it's like jumble. It's like, and it's always kind of been like that because it's a lot of stories that haven't been completed. But I think it's worse now.
I mean, if you ask yourself now, don't get me wrong. Last season when we did our first time doing a review of the show, last season was rough compared to season 1 and 2. And me and Dwayne talked earlier, Keisha, about were the writers so off guard with the departure of the Jason Mitchell role that they just all over the place, and they had a season to get their stuff together. And like even now, we all knew the Shy was centered around those 3 kids and Maisha. You might as well do 4 of them.
But you know what? I think
it's all over the place.
I think that's correct because I think the Jason Mitchell character was instrumental.
And so was Ronnie.
Once they got rid of Jason, I don't think they really knew which direction to take. Now, if they focused on the kids, it would be good. But I'm not gonna like Jake, and I'm not gonna like what they got the kids about to be going through.
Yeah, Nicole. It's funny, Nicole. You said that Dwayne said the same thing earlier. It's like they don't think that the audience. They must think the audience is real slow.
Yeah, they think
and like we don't follow storylines. I know it was a bunch of terrible lines. That line with Darnell getting up talking about I got an announcement to make. I don't want to be high no more.
And why are they playing Darnell so old? Emmett's parents are not supposed to be that old.
And let me ask you, because Keisha, you had me scratching my head this episode because of something that you said last week.
I say a lot.
But I'm saying, I found myself scratching my head. How old is Emmett? Because he was messing with Keisha. And Keisha was in high school.
So I think Emmett might be 21. Okay. And the boy his mother is messing with may be 23.
Yeah,
24. Yeah.
How'd y'all feel about that Wakanda line? That this ain't Wakanda. Like that whole scene, the $5 million and all that. And honestly, like you didn't see, to me personally, it came out of left field with the whole Tracy and Duda thing. Like it's just weird. They all over the place.
That from episode 1, I knew Tracy and Duda was going to get together.
Yeah, we knew that.
But I don't believe it. But I don't believe it's unbelievable because Tracy's real baby father was the head of the gang, I believe, prior to Duda.
Yeah.
So they don't know one another.
She don't know him. Like I said to Quentin earlier today, correct me if I'm wrong, but in the first season,
it's lies.
She was in the first.
But what about with Candy's character telling Duda that you know, black politicians can't do what whites could do, and what do you think you are, the Black Trump? I just think it was a bunch of cheap lines in the writing.
I want to be the next Harold Washington.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, y'all.
I think maybe they feel like that's what these urban mayors should be doing. I don't know. I mean, it was like fantasy.
It was very.
You can't just defund the police like.
And defund the police don't mean you ain't paying for them. That's basically you mean you don't have carte blanche with their money and you divert some of their funding to other resources.
It seem like, do you think your audience is ignorant? Do you think that black people are ignorant? We're not ignorant of the laws.
Right.
We ignorant about how to change them, but we're not ignorant when it comes to how things work in the institution. So, like, none of that is believable.
I just thought it was
like he gonna fire the cop. Where's the police union?
Exactly.
I thought it was real crazy. The Tiff, like I told Dwayne, Keisha, the Tiff Emmett thing. I don't know what to think because with Emmett, you built him up. you built Emmett up as this mature young man, and now it's like you knocking him down again. Now him and his mother don't have a relationship no more. He's overprotective. She had been told him when she kicked him out, grow up. I'm a grown woman and I need my space. Like, it's like they skipped the whole 2 seasons or something. Like they was sleep at the wheel and they decided to come back and forgot that we're past that with some of these characters. And it's like she's doing the same thing with Emmett that she did with Ronnie. Even with Kevin. Kevin's character this year is weird. I mean,
I don't like Kevin's character.
He's angry that Gemma and Jake did the interview all in the classroom with the screw face. Like what are you upset for? Then now you calling her. That don't make no sense.
Because Gemma likes, I don't like the narrative. So the narrative is Jake is more of a tough guy. He's smart, but he's more of a tough guy. So Gemma's preferring him over the other one. I don't like, because none of that, what they're making Kevin out to be is so not true. Like, you can grow up in that environment and not be in the street but you're still knowledgeable about what goes on. You still feel certain ways about certain things. It's like they trying to make, I don't know what they trying to make Kevin, a raccoon.
She made Kevin a weed smoking, pill popping wino
who cares about nothing. But he was, when his sister was missing, he was busting down doors. Like, what?
Nah, he just wasn't.
I'm at a loss.
He gonna start eating the edibles. Watch. Like, I'm just,
so, and they gonna make him a crackhead. Like, that's not what we want to see about our kid. That's not
exactly. Like, damn. I know he's faced some adversity.
And Papa and Jake would have been all over top of him about doing drugs with them white kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
it just seemed weird.
You gotta explain another weird.
And then he was just telling Trig he loved them last week, right? Now he got all this attitude. Like, what? It's all over the place.
Well, I gotta ask y'all another question. Why they got Dre sneaking around, not wanting to tell Nina what she doing?
And Dwayne, I could understand the secrets, but I can't understand the secrets because Nina is close with Jada. They all grew up together.
That's what I'm saying.
And they're close. They're so close. They're involved with each other's relationships. Like, they talk, they confide in each other, and all of a sudden they have excuse my expression, because men can catch it too, but they have a woman issue, and they're not going to share it with their girlfriends. That's just not practical. It's weird.
You would think she would be going to Nina and not Dre.
Well, but her and Dre are the closest. Okay. Because Nina was messing with her baby father. That's how she met Nina.
Okay.
Just weird, y'all. Just weird. Weird. A lot of weirdness in this.
I don't know. I hated it. It's like, I don't.
Nicole said, "Can we start from the beginning when Kevin told his mother he got suspended and she had nothing to say?" And that's not usually her.
The same mother who went to the school and beat him with a belt.
Yeah.
These creators think we dumb, y'all. They just ain't piecing it together right.
I don't think that they think that we're dumb. I think that they weren't involved in the beginning, so they might not be as abreast of where the story was going as we were.
But Keisha, it goes back to what me and you always talk about. If you ask people to help you with your vision, if you explain your vision properly, they'll be able to represent you properly. If you don't, people are just trying to sabotage it. It's the same type of situation.
That's another issue another day.
But it's the same situation. If people have a chance, like these writers, were they watching the show?
That's what I want to know. That's what I'm gonna be upset about. We can't give each other constructive criticism because then we become haters. Right. Like, we're tearing down a black woman's LGBTQ representative and all this other stuff.
That's the question for everybody in the chat and Dwayne and Keisha. Are we expecting too much from the Shy?
No, because they need to finish how they started.
Right.
I mean, that's
I asked Quentin a question today. Are you more disappointed in the Shy or surprised by Power Book 2?
I was surprised by Power Book 2.
Me too.
Because honestly, Courtney kept the writing simple for Power Book 2 the first season, and she kept it within theme. The storyline was easy to catch. You knew what was going on. It was basically the continuation of Power. This is a couple months after Keisha got pregnant, and it's like the Darnell and Dom thing. I mean, like the Emmett thing with Tiff, like not trying to be funny. If he was going to admit that he stepped out on it, he'd have been like, before we got married, I had sex with Dom. Shit, that was so open.
First of all, he wouldn't have said no names. Men don't operate in that fashion. They're not giving up all the goods. It's going to be like, I did something I shouldn't have, and I want to move past it.
You're right, Nicole. Season 1 was nice. Season one was a high 9.
Yeah, but that's because she didn't have. Where's Common? She didn't have anything to do with. That's another thing. Common just disappeared too. Where's Common?
He's still an executive producer,
but he was on the show with Ronnie. Where's Common?
Yeah,
just weird.
You would have thought, like Keisha said earlier, it would have been more believable if Common character and his people was the ones that took over the protection of the city.
Oh, the Muslims was now. If the Muslims did it,
yeah,
that makes sense to me.
Because it's Chicago,
right? And the Muslims have experience. And
I mean, even if you want to use the gang element, I mean, the gangs probably would have had a truce with each other. It's just weird. I mean, I don't know if anybody from Chicago is in the chat watching, but they Chicago cannot be like that. It's impossible.
And back to the Power comparisons. Power has always had storylines that might have seemed incomplete, that might have started in season 1 and finished in season 3. They wrapped those up. It always started like that, right? That's Courtney and her writing style. But this wasn't theirs. Like, what happened to Sonny? What happened to Sonny's brother? What happened to the cop? Because the cop was big in the first seasons. Then they brought the black cop, and her child was getting beat in jail.
Yeah.
She's the one who arrested Jason. Like, what happened to all these people?
It's too much. It's too many unresolved stories. Like, you leave stories open, and then basically you would expect the audience to pick who they like characters. Like me and Dwayne, Keisha, we're happy that they expanded Tracy's role, but it's a weird
just like
role.
Tracy's body.
I do.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, but still they didn't expand. They expanded her role to some weirdness. He talking about giving her $5 million. She all excited. Then they in his spot talking about, I like you very much. Like,
so what qualifications? Now her son has been dead for a couple years or whatever. So now is this a dig at BLM? Like, I feel like they're trying to do like the Dick Wolf thing, what's in the media, let me sensationalize it.
Yeah,
but Dick Wolf got a corner market on that. If you ain't gonna be mentored by Dick Wolf, you're not going to be able to do
and what he did, and even with Dick Wolf, when he did do the rip from the headlines, that's when filming was like 2 weeks later. They was coming up quick. Like, this is a whole year later, and I'm not saying that these beatings are still not going on, where the police is whooping people's asses. I'm not saying that, but it seems so late to the party. It's like.
But in Chicago, and I could be wrong, but in Chicago, it seemed like we whoop each other's ass more so than the cops is whooping.
Yeah, Chicago didn't even want the National Guard to come. They was like, no, we got this.
It seemed like Chicago is fighting. I mean, the cops be fighting for their lives in Chicago. That's what it seemed like to me.
And y'all
I don't know,
explain
y'all.
it to me.
I think something happened wrong here.
Listen, I'm confused. Okay.
And I like Reg better than Trey.
What is Jimma's father like? What is his role? Like, who is he? I thought he was just a bank dude. Now he trying
another raccoon.
Like, what is he?
It's a weird role because it's like, why is he stepping on the scene now? Basically, Duda's not a gangster no more. He's basically
Duda's always going to be a gangster. He's
and then the funniest thing is like, he told Trig to step off, and then when Tracy said no, like, was she trying to use Trig as protection? She didn't want to be alone with him. And
it sounded like she was coming on the Trig.
Yeah, it just seemed weird.
I don't know. I'm not liking. I don't believe that if they had another brother, that him and Reg would never have talked about it.
Like even that little cheesy role. Oh, this Reg house. Jake kicked up, and then he just got quiet. Like, it's weird.
And Jim's father, back to him. So Kev is up there pounding your daughter out. You're watching on the video of him climbing out the window and ringing the doorbell, and you're okay with that? What father is okay with that?
None.
Absolutely none.
I don't think that Lena has an appreciation for black men.
That's how.
Because again, the best man in the whole show is Dre.
That's right. And now he's sneaking around.
Right.
Yeah. That's weird, y'all.
I think that that's very weird. That the best representation of black men to me, she got rid of Sonny.
Yeah. Changed the name of the restaurant and everything.
Changed the Kevin and Pop and them have, even Jake, the ability to be good black men.
Somebody on Facebook said they agree with what you just said, Keisha, about the men aspect. Like, what's going on? Like, it's just weird, Joe. It's a bunch of
weird. And Trey girlfriend, you know, she's a good person too.
Yeah, she is.
So, but that's just weird. Why can't the rest of them be good people?
She care about the young people.
I mean, honestly, and we know that every movie every show tries to have a narrative that may be relevant, what's going on. But I think she's going overboard with the LGBTQ stuff, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, it's in our community. I mean, they come from our own families. I mean, but I don't think that it needs to be so like, come on. Candy gonna say, oh, continue. I like to watch. That was just.
But is Candy really a part? Now that's Candy in real life too. But I don't think Candy considers herself a part of the LGBTQ community. I just feel like she feels like she'll do anything sexually.
Yeah. Well, she said what goes on between her and her husband is their business. They do what they want.
Right.
But it's like the writers are just going extra. Like, honestly, old boy telling the character of Jason Weaver, like, girl, this a dude with a skirt. Armani, this a dude with a skirt. I mean, Jason Weaver wasn't locked up that long. Like, come on now.
But he said, I heard she was beautiful or something, right? When he came out of jail. So you're in jail. You know that's a transgender.
Nicole jumped on the soap stud, washing the girl's hair, and ain't no soap studs there. Yeah, Nicole. They ain't even putting a front on. They just get an extra and say, just act like somebody washing your hair.
He's not leaving that girl in that hair salon.
And here's my thing too about the LGBTQ. We all have that in our family. We all do. And they've been represented in our family for years and years and years and years. Everybody is not this flamboyant situation.
Flaming.
That they are trying to represent. Like, I know what their sex life is. Their sex life. I have a cousin I'm very close to. Um, I have two cousins. They're very much men, and they want to be respected as very much men. So all that extra, and who's just every day discussing their sex life?
Somebody from Facebook said when the show first started, it appeared that each season was going to focus on one of each of its five main characters. After the situation with Jason Mitchell, it showed she didn't know which direction to take it next.
Yeah,
Like it must have been that the Jason Mitchell's character was like the guy, and then they
Yeah,
tried to
but
shift
then
Emmett towards him.
yeah, but then you didn't know what to do with Ronnie last year. And then you just eliminated Ronnie too, and he was a main character from day
Like
one.
like Dwayne, the Ronnie thing, he was supposed to go out of town with his boys, yo, to leave it
yes.
open for him to ever come back. Like he got shot in the head. He's not
And
alive.
Ronnie was supposed to go off in the sunset and get himself together.
Yeah, but his
That
two
would have
brothers,
been redemption, you know. She didn't have to kill Ronnie.
she
Um,
backtracked on it. They was treating Ronnie like trash last season, and then season 2 they ain't do that. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
little kids
that
beating him up in season 3.
just weird. After he done got himself together, wanting to see in common, got himself together, talking about, turned himself in. He turned himself in. Got out on a technicality, and then they did the double back.
I mean, I guess that happens in the real world. I don't know.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
and
know.
this another thing Nicole just brought up. Tiff's friends, they flaming. Like that's what I don't understand. Like I don't knock nobody for the lifestyle that they choose. That's the lifestyle they choose. But those are the only friends Tiff got. Like Tiff just had, even when Tiff had the bachelorette party last season, it was a girl here. Like what is they?
Oh well, I mean, I get that. I prefer girl strippers over men strippers.
Oh
I
yeah, you said
definitely
that
do.
last year. You said that last year, Keisha. My bad.
I do. So
Okay.
I mean, I don't, ugh, but
TMI, right, Dwayne?
No,
I
listen,
don't.
listen.
Y'all would have a fabulous time at the strip club with me and my friends. Okay. Um, I just don't understand. It's more in the rainbow of LGBT than what she's always trying to represent.
That's another thing. Somebody from Facebook said we didn't even get to see how Tracy felt about Ronnie's death. That was weird. It's
Yeah,
all
'cause
weird. Then they
it's
go to the community center and Papa's father there. Last time we seen him, he was in silver bracelets. Talking
yeah,
about son, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna get all worked out. And now all of a sudden he rallying people. Y'all know we from the hood.
and
The
Papa
minute somebody
told
from the hood
them.
get locked up, you don't trust them no more. They guilty until proven innocent.
Oh yeah, that's true. Ain't nobody putting no money in the plate
Ain't
and
nobody
the
doing nothing.
preacher
You are guilty until proven innocent. You talking
because
about
we think he's stealing our
community
money too.
leaders? Community leaders is not supposed to be corrupt. Not the ones we know.
Not the
But my
black ones.
point
Not you
is,
sitting in the pulpit, getting money.
Talking
Mm-mm.
about son, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna work
what
everything
is
out.
what's the purpose of the Jason Weaver character? What's his purpose?
But he says something. The Jason Weaver character has no purpose. But he says something this episode that me and Dwayne was trying to figure out. And
What'd he
he
say?
at first when he got out of jail, he said, I don't want you to get locked up for driving. So me and Dwayne was trying to figure out was he on parole. So this
Right.
episode, he said, I needed a place to stay by my PO. The PO gonna let him stay at the trap house?
Nope.
Right. No.
Everybody know that was Reg's trap house.
And then
Like
he's gonna be like, I
Well,
need this job. I
it's
need this
basically a
job.
bandominion, Keisha. Like
He said, I need this job. You heard him when he said, I
yeah,
need this job?
need y'all sweeping and running errands for Armani. That's a job. And they in the basement. I mean, if dude I gonna get him some money, he'd have got him a shop.
I just think
He got Jason Mitchell's character a truck. He giving Tracy $5 million, and Trig is his henchman on the street, and they gonna give
and
him
you in the
a
trap
basement
house.
shop. Come on, y'all. Talk to me, somebody.
Yeah.
It's fairy tale dust. I told you.
Just
Yeah, it's It's terrible.
It is just downright
It's
terrible.
like a Tubi, Amazon Prime, Netflix, YouTube like show right now.
It's definitely a to-be special.
Like the
It ain't
writing.
even a Tubi special. It's better movies on Tubi and YouTube, y'all. Don't even go there.
Listen,
I mean, but it's some terrible ones. It's some terrible ones. Like
first
I
Tubi.
like that's why we should do P Valley. I know y'all scared to do P Valley, but
Ain't nobody scared to do P Valley.
Uncle Clifford is authentic. Okay. I don't know what this shit here is.
So let me ask everybody in the chat that's watching, what's the number on this show? Scale of 1 to 10. Dwayne, what you gave it, a 2 or 3? You gave your number early. 1.5?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Dwayne, 1.5.
Dwayne, let me ask you, is this your first season where you saw the first 3 episodes and you didn't watch them 2 and 3 times?
I watched this episode 1 time because I wouldn't even do it to myself. And y'all know I usually watch 3 and 4 times to get ready for the show. I did. I watched it. They got my boy Emmett. First of all, Emmett ain't gonna be sitting up in that apartment looking at the door. He's not.
They got him defeated. They got Emmett defeated, right?
And
well, you know, Emmett ain't tough. Tiff the tough one.
I understand, but he ain't gonna be. And where little Emmett at? Where EJ at? Like, come on. Listen.
That's not so Tiff don't have no friends that she gonna be friends with all the women Emmett slept with.
That's what I'm saying.
Cause I'm sure her and Keisha was overlapping.
Right, and when did Keisha become the voice of reason for Emmett?
And if they make Keisha a single mother and don't pursue college,
so Keisha, Nicole said Tiff wouldn't have said all she said. You begged to differ. You said Tiff would have been talking real slick, huh?
I mean, it depends. You can.
She was talking greasy. She wasn't talking slick. She was talking.
I mean, when it depends, but the greasy she was talking doesn't add up to let's have an open marriage.
No.
The greasy she was talking would be Ninja. I'm done. I'm done. Finito.
He do it better than you. I'm bored here.
Because I don't see, and I'm not a proponent of domestic violence by no stretch of the imagination.
You ain't endorsing it?
No. But I just don't know many men that may not have grabbed and shook her after she said what she said.
At least threw her down. I'm just being honest. I ain't saying hit her. I'm just saying
I'm gonna just say this.
Shook her.
Just shook her.
Lena Waithe is not bringing manhood back. She's not bringing masculinity back. Well, she's taking it away. She's taking it away from these male characters, y'all.
I understand, but let's. There's different degrees of manhood, as we found out.
Well, she's taking it away.
As we found out the other day.
As we found out there's different degrees of manhood, man. So, but you have people calling certain people young. But then to me, they young. So
Keisha,
it's different degrees.
Give me a number.
2.5.
I don't have a number. I'll just let my buddy speak for me.
May you crumb.
You're
a crumb creep coward. I want to fight you.
Why is that?
Because you're a crumb creep lush coward.
You don't even know me, Mayor.
You are a lush. I can tell by looking at you.
That's the way I feel about the Shy. It was a crumb creep. It was a crumb creep coward. It didn't do nothing for me. And it's funny because I watched it 11:30 last night and said, okay, let me get it in before I get real tired, before I got to get up. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed.
When I text y'all shouldn't have watched it. I told y'all.
I'm going to ask you both a question. And again, I know I overanalyzed.
I told y'all.
All right, so I'm going to ask y'all both a question. So you going to be a man, right? Have a domestic situation with your girl, right? Complete strangers going to come to your house, try to break it up, right? And complete strangers going to tell you to leave your spot? And you leave? No. real man gonna be like,
not in areas where you can carry guns.
right. But a real man gonna be like, no, y'all get the hell out of my shit.
I got another one for you. When Emmett told Dom about Tiff, she knew Dante. Like, come on. She knew Emmett. He wasn't shit. And we still trying to figure out why she said that about Emmett.
She said
Brandon. She said Brandon wasn't shit. We trying to figure that out. Now
But why Brandon wasn't shit?
We don't know why she said
I
that.
think she just said that because I think that was a dig at Jason Mitchell.
I think so too.
I think that was a dig at Jason Mitchell.
But then with the Dante, he like my play cousin. She said, because Emmett would have been sick if she'd have been like, yeah, I gave him the nookie too. Emmett would have been sick, yo. It was just all over the place.
They
and even
all know each other like that, but Tracy don't know who do that.
But what about that cheap lighting when they was having the edible party? That lighting was terrible. That was just.
And
why did they have that scene?
Name?
Darnell. He was like, I have an announcement to make.
First of all,
I don't want to be high no more.
Darnell, knock it off. He wouldn't have been eating them edibles like that. If he in our age group, he'd probably be trying to smoke some weed. He might have ate one or two.
Like, even with that, like the whole Jada thing, now Jada and Emmett can't talk. I'm telling y'all, they skipped over season 3. Like, when she kicked him out.
And when, I know we've been having issues with single motherhood lately, but in my experience, usually single mothers and their sons are very close. Very close.
But Keisha, after she kicked him out and they had the little basement apartment joint going, he stepped up. Like, she told him, like, you got to grow up. Mama's grown. I'm getting my second life. I'm dating again. Like,
so now I understand just by who I am. I had my little situation. One of my nephews found out from someone else. He had a whole episode because I didn't tell him, like, I'm not one to burden other people, right? So I get that, but it's some things that you tell your next of kin. Emmett is her next of kin. And this is an aggressive cancer.
Oh yeah, that line right there, Nicole. Nicole, you remember the line? Nicole said, "Girl," when Darnell said, "Girl, I was eating it since you was watching Sesame Street." That sounds like some pedo stuff right there.
Right. But Dom gotta be older than Emmett, right? She gotta be maybe 30, 27 to 30. How old is Darnell and Jada?
He graduated high school in 98, so they 41.
Knock it off.
It's not believable. Ain't no 41-year-old walking around with VHS tapes. Ain't no
and not with the phone thing. Yeah. Where's his iPod? AirPods. Air thingies, earbuds.
It's not believable. They're saying they graduated in 1998. That means they 41 years old. Ain't no 41.
They playing him like he 57.
Exactly. And he graduated in 98. So it's not believable. This is some fairy tale, fairy dust nonsense.
With the Cooley High reunion. Listen, y'all.
And why would they be having a Cooley High reunion and not house party? It would be like house party, maybe ATL, because they are a little younger than we are. Not Cooley High. Them kids ain't even seen Cooley High.
No, ATL would have been the thing. They'd
right.
have been roll bouncing their ass up in there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have nothing more to say about the Shy, yo.
Huh?
I have nothing more to say about the Shy.
Let me tell you something. If we wasn't having these shows, I would not be watching it.
What's that? Pineapple soda?
No. Since me drinking is always a topic of conversation, this is Poppy Moscato.
Oh.
It's not sweet. I'm not wasting calories. Because I'm rich. Never forget that.
Never.
So, what we going to do, y'all? We're going to wrap up this puppy. I have no more to say.
I have no more to say. It's trash.
I got something to say. City on the Hill got renewed for season 3. There you go. Y'all ain't watching that. Y'all should be.
Okay, I'm gonna try that, but like I said, I want to do Down in the Valley where the girls get naked.
We can do it. I watch it. No, you can't just yet.
No, you don't want to do that.
What are we anticipating next week?
Power's coming up.
No, I'm talking about with the Shine, the next episode. What are we anticipating?
More trash. I'm expecting more trash.
Something's going on with the baby. Candy's character is not letting Tracy out the penthouse.
Duda is gonna get killed, or I don't know if he's gonna get killed, but he's gonna get shot because they gave you the whole sequence of what's gonna transpire episode 1. Mm-hmm. It's not good enough to make you want to continue to tune in.
These next 7 episodes, we're gonna be sputtering, y'all.
I think something big about to happen with Amani, though. I
do too. I think Jason Weaver, who
he gonna try to attack him.
You know, but y'all, I think he's going to attack her. Something along that line is gonna happen. Right. Like you've been in, not that gay stuff is rampant in jail, but I mean, knock it off, sir. What you attacking her and you in her house?
And they gotta tell us what's gonna happen.
Why are you looking like that, Q?
Yeah, what's Jim's father's role? Who is he? What is?
I have nothing else to say.
I told you, Jim's father is a raccoon too.
With that, we gonna close the show. Stay tuned till next week. When we discuss it even further. Episode 4 next week.
We're gonna stick with it, y'all.
Thank you guys for joining us. Remember to hit the like, share, and subscribe button if you're on YouTube. And if you are on, you might be right. That might be the mid-season finale. Right. I'm getting shot at that ball. Right. But if you're on YouTube, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're on Facebook, make sure that you like or hit the love emoji. With that, everybody have a great week, and we'll see you guys next Monday.
Be calm.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show. Please continue to join us here for conversations on hot topics, interviews with special guests, and our featured programs such as the Poetry Corner, where you can hear dope poets from around the country creating that Poet Cafe vibe, and Crown Rules, our virtual book club on love, intimacy, and healthy relationships. Let's talk. We are everywhere you want to be. Follow us on YouTube at Let's Talk, Facebook at Let's Talk, and on Instagram at Let's Talk 1931. Have a suggestion? Give us a call at 570-795-4283. Or for business inquiries, please email us at ltalk5600@gmail. Let's talk. I wore to you, you wore to me, and we go together. Please don't forget to like, share, follow, or subscribe.